Okay, good afternoon everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. I've said good afternoon, but I guess that depends where you are in the world and when we publish this. So thank you very much for joining us. This is the first in what we're going to call our content corners. Because what we do is we recognise that when people are looking to expand, they just want some snippets of information that can help them add to their knowledge base about what these different bits are when they're expanding into Europe. So the first one we're going to talk today is about how you calculate VAT. Now, the whole system of VAT is quite complex, but what I want to do is give you some really broad brush strokes. Now, there's two types of VAT you need to consider. The first is import VAT and the second is sales VAT. Now, import VAT you can calculate by basically looking at your shipment. So the first thing to look at is what is the cost price of the goods, the manufacture price or the price you pay for those goods or the value you put on the commercial invoice. All right, so you've got the cost of the goods, and then you've got the cost of the shipping and then the insurance, and then the import duty. So basically your import VAT is 20% of that whole price. So you've got the cost of the goods, you've got your import duty, you've got the shipping and you've got the insurance, and then you basically calculate 20% of that cost, and that's your import VAT. Now the advantage of import VAT is you pay that as you come in, but as long as you're on the standard rate scheme of VAT, you can reclaim that, and we'll talk about that in a moment. So that's import VAT in a nutshell. To get your import duty, you will need to contact your shipper to find out what HS code you've got, and all those sort of little bits of information you'll be able to find out from your shipper. Now the second cost is your sales VAT. Now the VAT rate in the UK does range from 0 to 20%, dependent on your products. Now, what I would say is if you base all of your product at 20%, then that's a good starting place to go from. And then, as you're looking to expand, your VAT agent here at Global E-Commerce Experts will be able to advise you on whether your products are 0%, 5%, or 20%, or somewhere in between. So that's what you're going to look at. In order to put the VAT on your product, if you know that your product is £1 and that you've got your profit in that, you need to sell your product at £1.20. All right. So you're then basically calculating your VAT of 20% of your sales price of your goods. Now, if you've got a price that you want to sell that at £10, then you need to divide that by 1.2 to find the 20%. But if you're looking to sell the price and you know you need £10 to sell that price from, then you need to sell that item at £12 in order to put the 20% VAT in that. So broad brush, 20% import VAT, sales VAT 20% on top. That's how you calculate the VAT. Now, when you start shipping your products all over Europe and throughout Europe, there are some calculations to be done inside there. But that's going to give you a very good broad brush understanding of what VAT, one, you're going to pay on the way in, two, what you're going to pay to the government as a broad brush on your VAT. Now what happens is every 3 months we calculate your VAT to look at what you need to pay back to the UK government. Now what happens is we look at what you've paid on your import VAT and what you owe on your sales VAT. And what that's then going to do is give you, here's a total amount minus what you've already paid, give you a net price of what you're going to pay on your VAT. All right, and that's what you're looking to do, and that's how you're going to work out what you owe the government on each 3 months. And that's how you simply calculate your VAT here in the UK. Hopefully that's given you some great information that you can use to give you a broad brush, and I keep saying broad because it is a broad calculation on what you're going to owe your VAT each 3 months. Now what I did also say at the beginning was there was standard rates, so presuming you're on the standard rate scheme, you will be able to work out what that's what that is. If you are on the flat rate scheme, there is a different calculation to be done, which we'll discuss in another video. That's it from me, from Andy, Global E-Commerce Experts. Hope that's been useful. That's how you calculate VAT. You look at 20% of your sales VAT, you look at what you've imported, and you subtract the two, and that's what you're going to owe to the government every 3 months. Hope that's been useful. Any questions, please reach out to us. If that's been useful, please like, share, comment, whatever works for you. And we look forward to welcoming you on the next Content Corner, and we speak to you soon. Thank you very much.